Hi, and welcome to another video of the builds that I created. This time we're on the booster server again. This is the fourth time that he has hosted this, and I had the pleasure of playing with them again. So I'm just gonna do a walkthrough of all the buildings that I created. Uh, the main hub, which is located right here, our main location. Actually, some of the altercations and updates and beautification was assisted by with PJ as well too. He did a lot of the interior decorations, but the overall design is mine, and I really like this design because it is large, it's open, it's got a ton of storage, and it's got different levels. Here, because we're on the server that we're playing, we had close to 10 players here, and even if all 10 players were in this main facility crafting and storing away and stuff, we would not get in each other's way at all. Plus, the doors are large enough and the floor is large enough to just roll a cart in, unload at all the various boxes that you need to do, and you can just roll the cart right back out. All the workbenches, like I normally do, all the workbench extensions are buried in the ground. As you can see here, I did plenty of storage. I did not upgrade them to the black metal. First of all, it's expensive, but we did have enough black metal if I wanted to, but it just wouldn't look great. Plus, I really wanted the signs, the names of the boxes to be really popping out, and it's something that you can't do with the black metal chests. You see here that I did do it over here, because these are larger chests that you need to hold a lot more. So that's why these boxes are black metal. Plus, I had the extra space for it as well too. As you can see here, here's our potion brewing facility. So we have, in total, we have 8 fermenters. Yeah, I can believe it, 8 fermenters. So we've never had a problem with brewing potions at all. Now that was a workbench over there, so it had all the hides, and all that pelts and all that stuff. And over here is where we have all the metal works. So here we have the forge and all the metals that we need. Not all the chests were upgraded because those were extras. So yeah, I didn't see a need to really upgrade it. So we do have enough materials, but yeah, we have enough storage. Again, I did the same thing on this side as well too, to mirror the other side. So the black metal chest with other items in it that we have a ton of. As you can see here, here's the other 4 fermenters, and the black forge, and the altar table. Again, the extensions are buried underground, so these are currently maxed out. On the back side, this is basically where we have where I put all the materials that you need to do upgrades on the base. So the tar, so you can make this stuff, crystal for the glass, utes, non-important stuff that you really need to make weapons or armor and stuff like that. Also, finished products are in here as well too. So the arrows are in here and bolts. On the other side we have the other stuff that we don't need. This extra swamp keys, wishbones, lanterns, and trophies, because we do get a ton of trophies. So this is what I call the work floor. So if we go up here, here's where the kitchen is. The table was beautifully decorated by PJ, and the floor was installed as well too by him. But these are all the chests. So over here we got our veggies and our meats and our completed foods, nicely sorted out. We got our, of course, we got our fire pit here for cooking, with the ovens on either side. You know, as so many players, we do want to make sure we can cook enough food. Even though each individual does have their own base and basically cook their own foods, it's still good to have two, so we can have ample supplies here at the main facility in case we need it or running out. And here's the other side here. So here we have the berries and the mushrooms and all the other extra stuff. Here we have our portal, because we have so many players on, we decided to put in an entrance and an exit to the portal hub. So we can, so there's no congestion going on. In a side room where we put all of our spinning wheels for our linen. If we go up here, here's where you can see our bedroom. Each of them, everyone does have an extra bedroom, a bed in here. I myself stay here at the hub all the time because I'm doing stuff here all the time. It just makes no sense for me to have my own place because I'm always here doing stuff. Hot tubs installed, so we got max comfort up here when they start going. A little extra feature here. These are, if you don't recognize this is the ashwood floors and staircases and the floor decorative piece. So here on the other side, it mirrors on the other side. Here we used to be our cartography table used to be in here, but when we built a new and bigger portal hub, we moved it over there because it was just more sense to have it there as everybody meets there. Here you can see the railings, which is also an ashwood extension. It's not really railings, but we use them in railings in this case. So yeah, that is our portal facility. Let's go check out our docks. It looks like it's a nice beautiful day. Here we overlook our fields for our veggies and grow. Our windmill section. Our water well. Our extra wisp fountains. And here's our docks. As you can see on the mini map in the top right corner, this island is kind of a bay, or it's not an island, it's a bay, and it was deep enough that we can actually get our boats in here. So I thought this location would be perfect for that, so I made a dock out of the little bay area, so we can have our boats in it. So we can have 4 long boats in there. Unfortunately, it's not deep enough for the new boats because it's quite larger than the longboat. So, but I have another thing that I did find a solution for. And over here, next to the dock, as soon as you come here, you unload. You unload and you can straight off. Here are the kilns down below. the chest for the wood, and then as soon as you get the charcoal, you can dump it in there. And then at the top, you see our furnaces and our advanced furnaces. You can use the side staircase just to get up here, and so you can load them. I've done this design before, but I made a slight altercation. Normally I had the furnaces a little bit back. Then you have to go up and grab the metal, but I thought it's more a little not really efficient, so I decided to place them a little bit over. So now what happens is as soon as it's done, it just drops straight to the ground and I can just pick it up. Or anybody can just pick it up and just take it to the base. Those are our stone portals. So for now we have them here because there is currently an issue with it that you cannot place it, the stone portals, on anything but dirt basically. So that's why they're out here and not in the portal hub. Plus it doesn't make no sense to have them at the portal hub anyways, because if you want the metals, you want the metals to be transported here, or you can grab the metals and take them through the portal from here. So it's not really a good plan to have them at the portal hub, because then you need to have twice as many stone portals. Back here is our vineyards. So with the Ashlands, of course, we have the addition now of vine berries that we can plant. And so this is our vineyard. They do have to be 4 apart, and 4, as you can see here, this is 4 meters basically, and the vines are 4 meters apart. Unfortunately, you cannot plant them on the back side of this because they still have to be 4 meters apart. So I wanted to make sure that the row of the vines were on the outside, so that's why this is not actually turned to the inside, but to the outside, so you can see it in a nice, better view. Now from across the bay, you might have seen it already in the background, but we have a little chapel there, as you can see here across the bay. So let's go over there. The chapel was done with the Ashland Grouston edition. It's a new stone that we can use to build. We have various build options for that now. And so I went in and experimented a little bit with it. I really haven't done too much with it yet, but I came up with this little chapel design. There's own little island here that was sitting here. I initially wanted to build my house here, but it never came to pass to do that. And then so when we had the Grouston, I started building with it, thinking it's gonna be our house. It's gonna be my house, but it turned out into this chapel, which I like a lot better. Let's just show a little detail here, so it sticks out a little bit. A little doorway entry. How I made the windows look, I basically put the ashwood windows decorative piece, actually placed it inside the Grouston window block, and that's how you get these effects in the windows. Little tower here, you can light the fire at the top whatever you want to, so it doesn't give a ton of light, so it doesn't really work as a lighthouse. And in here is just a back area. Across the bay we see PJ, who's our nearest neighbor. PJ and Kika. Of course, we have the defensive earthen wall up to make sure we stay safe. It's been, I would not say it's been 100% foolproof, this system that I came up with, but so far it's been working really well. We have the freak occasion where stuff does happen. I don't exactly know why, but I think it has to do with some server issues. But all around the island you can see these core wood beams, and in the middle a torch. These things work the same as a workbench, so nothing within the workbench area radius, no enemies will spawn in. As you can see, there are currently no necks around, no boars around, no deer around, which is perfect. That means that the system works. I call it the Solar Spawn Prevention System, or SSPS for short. But we have a large chunk of land here that we have, and so far we have not seen any single enemy in here in this base. Well, like I said, from the freak occasion where we had weird stuff happening. But you know, from besides those freak things, nothing has happened here. This used to be our old portal facility. So in these arches we had our portals, but we needed more portals room. So I had actually started making our own portal building further away, so it doesn't affect our lag issues here at base. And yeah, and so we decided to, or Varisha, one of our players, had a great idea to turn this into a trophy stand hall facility. But as you can see, all the trophies of all the current enemies are here. I think we almost have 100% here. But yeah. That ugly guy, we just defeated him today, so... Or, actually it was last week, but that was kind of weird anyways. Officially we defeat him today, I feel like. But that's Vader. Our father. However you want to pronounce it. But yeah, we still have you know, extra room here that we can expand upon if we want to. But yeah, that's really cool looking. It's a really great. Looks awesome. It's already turning night. Jeez, time flies. Nothing too fancy. This is the boar and wolf spawner that I've used. This design is basically the same as the other designs. The only difference is this time, in order to make it not look so tall and high, I actually built it on a higher ground and dug out the slaughter pit. So as you can see here, now the slaughter pit will be underground. I believe it's already turning dark. Yeah, unfortunately my solar dial is not working because it's too dark for that. On the back here, this is something that I started as well too on the on another server as well too. This is what I call the fitness center. So here's where you you know, can work on your jump skills, or you can work on your run skills. Unfortunately, you know, we found out that in Ashlands, you know, just like another new biome that we first started out, we started to die a lot. And so our skills, of course, started tanking. So that's why I came up with this facility, so we can work on some of the skills. Unfortunately, they changed the arrow mechanics, so we cannot work on your bow skills using this anymore. So that's very unfortunate. Because it turned night here, I'm just going to go back to lay down and make it morning so we can see better. So our beehives, other beehives. Close the door behind us. We don't want any surprises. Alright, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. There we go again. Hopefully it's a nice day again, so we can see stuff. Alright, so like I said, these are the portals to our portal hub. This is basically brand new. Let's go in there and check it out. This is the second largest portal hub I've ever built. And this is a totally new design that I came up with. So on the inner circle right here around the cartography table is where we have all the players. They're the portals to their base, and we got the main hub entrance and exit portals. Now on the outer ring side is where we have all the bosses portal. We have extra spaces here. I wanted to put workbenches in here, but we were already going towards end game, so I ended up not doing it. But not only do we have the bosses here, but we also have the traders here as well too, which is of course on the totally opposite side. Yeah, and there's Helder and Hilder. On the outer ring is where we have all of our adventure portals. You can see here we have a ton of portals that take us in various different directions. On the left hand side we got more of the Grey Dwarf farms, the scapegoat, and the exit in case of fires. The Grey Dwarf farms, which I'll take you to there, the plain farms, nothing really special. The FOB base, which is kind of really nice, I'll take you to there as well. And our second floor. The second floor is in this base that's over there. So let's check that out. This portal hub can probably hold over 60 currently. 60 different portals on the outer ring, but it has room for expansion as well too. As you can see here, we can easily put more portals up here, but right now it's just unused space basically. I had an idea to like put benches down and we can just sit here and have a brew, but again, we're already late end game, so yeah. As you can see, this is a round portal hub. Well, I would say round, but technically not round. As you can see, the roof as well too. I got the roof in. And I'm like, wow, it's going like, how did you do that? Well, I used a little trick. I used pine trees. I placed them strategically and worked a roof up so I can make it ground. As you can see here. So there's 4 in total, evenly spaced out. And so these act now as ground. So my roof is like not an issue at all. Also, what you can see if you look up, it's a round building, but it's got a square roof. I did this because working your way more around, the design just got more and more complex. Plus, I wanted to have a built-in fire in the middle as well too, so we needed to get the smoke out as well too. So that's why, and to get also some natural light in here. So that's why I put this roof in, and I really like this. It's really unique. Wow. You know, when we went in, when we started this, you know, and the Ashlands was still not out, so we made up I made a forward operating base where we can launch our boats from. Let's hope we have no visitors here, because every once in a while we'll have a visitor here. So as you can see here we have our cars ready to go to the Ashlands. The Ashlands is actually, as you can see, that pinkish water over there. That's the boiling water. Can't take your normal boats in there, you gotta have the cars. But this is the forward operating base. All made out of black marble. It's got a couple of workbenches in here. You can see here I placed the wood beams halfway in there. It's been damaged because we had several yawl attacks here. So they really don't like us here. A little light. And on the roof I just placed a smelter because we needed to smelt some stuff here. Yeah, I had to smelt some iron here. Yeah, it's simple. There's a small little rock here which I turned into a little base where we can launch our boats from. Alright. Well, I think I did forget to turn the lights on in the Grey Dwarf Farms. Grey Dwarf Farms is something that, you know, most people have already seen plenty of them, and every time I perfect my, well, not my design, but I perfect this design a little bit more and more and more. As you can see here, there's nothing fancy. The spawner is floating above, the enemies drop in the pit, and then you just go in and kill them. But to make this more secure facility, you know, you want to put a roof in and make sure that it's all nice and secure, so you can just go in and fight. All the various chests to put all the stuff, because we've been practicing in these pits so much that we just needed the extra space. Let me just I'll leave them alone. Actually, I probably do need to kill them. There. Not too much of an issue. Here's also the various workbenches, so we can fix our stuff really quick, so we don't have to go all the way back to base in order to fix it. So in order to make this pan of the roof, what I actually did is I left some dirt in the middle. You can still see it here, but I left a dirt spike here which I connected the stone beams with, so it connects, so you have support for the whole roof. And also the exhaust for the fire pit. You can see it here perfectly. The second Grey Dwarf farm is the exact same because, again, because we had so many players on it, I wanted to make sure that we have more than one training facility in case somebody wants to go AFK in the Grey Dwarf farm to work on their blood war magic and stuff like that. So we have another option. But yeah, this is basically all the builds that I put in here. Like I said, not everything was done by me. Like all the beautification things were mostly done by PJ. And I couldn't got done it without all the other players. They did all the resource running and all the other stuff while I was just working on the base, making sure that it was safe and secure, and make sure that we had a good workplace. Yeah, I hope you guys like this. You like the video. Please hit the like button then and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. Alright, you guys, you have a great day. See you later.